Well, hello, everybody. Hope you're doing all right here today. We are here with the NSRL. It is championship day here. Thank you all so much for joining along here with us. We got about another minute and a half before these guys get out and underway. The Stash Man. I'm the Stash Man. I'm the Stash Man. That's right. These guys put up with me for an entire season here. Thank you so much, Tanner. You didn't hear it, but I just congratulated you before heading up to the broadcast booth with everybody else in there saying congrats on the win here today and the championship. Just joking around to fire those guys up. So I lit a fire under them there. Hopefully you're ready for them coming your way here today. And again, thank you all so much for joining along with us here this afternoon, this morning, this evening, whatever it may be where you're at. Thank you for joining along with us here and throwing it out, having some fun. We appreciate you. You guys are just about to get underway where we have Tanner Thues and Kyle Westwood, two of those playoff four, starting 1-2. Josh Wong starting 6th, and King Jameson in 10th place right now. That's where the playoff four are starting here tonight. It's going to be a fun one as these guys are going to grid up now. We're going to be underway here in just a couple moments with the NSRL Championship. Woo-wee! Here from Charlotte. This is a racetrack that really favors, in my mind, the number 4 and the number, 37 in that playoff race. We'll see. Does that 48 put it in that second spot? So you never know. These guys have put on just an absolute show here. Very entertaining league here we've had to keep us busy Wednesday afternoon. We're just lazing on a Wednesday afternoon. These guys making their final adjustments, getting ready, getting the nerves out here before they line up and take the grid for this championship day here at the NSRL. And guys, I can't thank you enough for joining along with us here today. It is gonna be fun. Well, I'm the Stash Man. Every time I see that in the comments, that's what I'm gonna think. We got 167 laps coming your way here today. Tanner Thues, Kyle Westwood, gonna take it here and get it going. Tell you what, before we do go live here, guys are ready to get this underway, get this bad boy going. I'm ready. I hope you are ready here as well. Because you know it's going to be a fun one. You know it's going to be absolutely entertaining here tonight. These guys are ready. I hope you are ready here as well. We're about to get going here as there goes the pace car. We got a green flag in the air. It's waving. The 4, the 48 are out to it. Let's see who gets this one done here today. Oh my gosh, there's my bald head. I hit the wrong button. Let's keep it out of here until I get a hat on. That number 4 going out, pushing out to the front here, early out in front of that 48. He puts that bumper ahead, and Tanner Thues in the clean air now. 48 of Kyle Westwood needs to hold on to him. Make sure he doesn't lose too much of that run here. What a sight it is to see this NSRL crew going across that line here for the first lap of this championship night here from Charlotte. Gosh, what a great season it has been. Can't ask for much more here with these guys as they have put it down each and every week for our entertainment. Doing a great job. And that number 4 of Tanner Thues doing exactly what we thought. Look at the side of that vehicle. Thanos, he's snapping his fingers. He's ready to go. We'll see if he can complete the gauntlet tonight, if you will, as Josh Wong into P3 now. Look at these guys battle out. You got Mike Yellow Jr. in the 74 machine, dropping it down, changing that paint up a bit, going with the different scheme. He is now into second place over Kyle Westwood. Josh Wong getting some help by teammate Roy Crocker. Going to push through here and get moving. '74 now. Taken back by the 48 into P3, and that number 9 of Josh Wong going to follow suit here as well. Can he get around him on the top side there with help from Roy Crocker, that teammate, United Sim Racing. Look to see those guys really help out teammate Josh Wong there in his run up to the front here, I should say. Because right now it's all Tanner Thues up in front. He is running nice and smooth here at the moment. You can see the determination in his eyes there. He's got the field following him. These guys are ready. They're tearing it up. Getting it underway and having a good old time. We got a battle here with Wong and Yellow Jr. There's that teammate there, that's number 6 coming up to, woo, baby, the 74 into the wall. We got a yellow flag here. Let's take a look back at the track. We're going to see what caused that. We're going to see what caused that. Let's go up to the bird's eye view here. Into the BWSports1.com blimp. The 6 catching up quick. 74 just pushing up into the wall, coming down, and ooh, you saw Roy try to let off. He saw him coming, but couldn't help it. And around they go. You spin my car right around like a record when you hit my quarter pedal, and I go down, down. Let's go in and chat with these drivers on the track here. Bear with me here. Just getting everything situated. You gotta keep it situated. Everybody back up here as we should have plenty of time here. Here's the man, the myth, the legend, whatever you'd like to call him at the moment, Miguel Zapata. Zapata. Do you have a copy there, sir?
Yep, loud and clear there, Tommy boy.
How's it going there?
It's going pretty good. Just trying the strategy already. Already pitted. Make sure I topped off in gas. I got this thing popped in neutral, trying to save as much as I can. See what we can do. Get a little bit of an advantage from those guys up front.
Trying to keep that strategy early. That's what we're used to Miguel doing. Is you're always trying to get something going on the strategy. I don't know how you see anything. How you're using that mouse there in VR. That's incredible. As that is what you look like in VR. Kind of like an alien right there for everybody that doesn't know. Yeah, that's what that is right there. He's strapped in his VR goggles. He's got his Thrustmaster there. You can see his. Which is that the 300? Is that the?
Yep, T300 and T3PA shifter.
That looks like a nice little shifter you got over there. Nice, big old shifter there. You're not gonna miss that when you're going over to reach for VR. There, you still got a couple to go here. I don't want to mess you up.
Yeah, we still got 2 to go.
Perfect.
Yeah, it takes a while to get used to it, but now that I know where everything's at, I know where all the buttons are at. I know where my mouse is at.
Right.
You know.
So run us through the track here today. What should we expect to see here at a night race? Charlotte, it looks like, guys are to get loose here with these cold tires. By now, maybe they're worked in. You guys should be able to really push. But run us through the night and what we should see.
Yeah, well, you're going to see a lot of tire fall off. Our lap times are going to drop probably 2 seconds here within 15 laps. On 15 laps, we should drop 2 seconds a lap. And then it's all going to become strategy of who gets tires and who doesn't. And the car does get tighter and tighter as the run goes on. Again, because of the tire usage. So we got 3 sets here that we get to use. So I'm projecting everyone around lap 50 to start coming in.
So as far as like in-car adjustments go, I know as the Indy cars you can adjust the roll bars or the anti-roll bars, stuff like that, to kind of help you out through the tire stints. Is there anything in the Cup cars that you can adjust there?
We can adjust our brake bias. So brake bias, it helps more when braking, but for me, I do see an advantage. I can make the car just a little bit more loose, about 3% more loose, or about 3% more tighter. It's very minimal, but it can help you out.
Absolutely. Every little bit counts there. Miguel, thanks for this. We probably hop back in the chat with you throughout the night as this race unfolds. Thank you again for participating here and looking like an alien here on camera.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Let's do this.
Good luck there. Miguel there looking just fantastic, looking fly. That's I wear VR myself, and there's not much you can do. Is Tanner and Kyle going to get this one going? There's not much you can do with the look there, because it's going to look goofy regardless, but hey, it's worth it there, and that's full immersion right there. You got Tanner, Kyle, Josh, Mike, and Matt in the top 5, and then right behind them, Mr. Jameson, King Jameson himself in that 6th place there. So these guys pushing hard, trying to make something work here and get it going here. Championship night. NSRL here at Charlotte. That number 4 of Tanner Thues out in front at the moment. See if Kyle can challenge him here for the run. Kyle's going to go into the inside now. Does he make a move on Tanner? No. Tanner able to get out there in front of him and keep it going. Let's get that off of there. My bad. My bad. There we are. We're back in business here. Is pushing forward again. That number 4 of Tanner Thues. And today we got to keep the concentration on these playoff guys. Let's close in on the 5th place, number 37 here of King Jameson. King Java, I should say, not King Jameson. It just kind of sounds weird. King Java here. Black Rifle Coffee, 37 machine. Been throwing it down. He's been very fast this year, this season as well. So watch him. Catch him on Twitch, guys. He does. I do a little singing, do a little shaking. He does a little singing, does a little shaking. We're kind of like each other's opposites. One's on Facebook and one's on Twitch. He's fast. I'm not. That's why I broadcast. He'll race. But there's a good little team there. We're not a team, but we could be. King Jameson getting it done out there. Watch Tanner Thues out in front. You can see him riding out there. Let's turn to the back and see what we got going on behind us here. These guys pushing forward. Jameson's got a good little run in front of him. Excuse me, behind him. He's got plenty of room to work with here. And these guys are pushing forward. Lap 15 of 167. Take a look back here at the backside of leader Tanner Thues. As that 48 closing up on him. You wonder how much that 48 is using of his equipment here. Going to the top side now. Looking up. He can make something happen here. Gonna have to fall back and behind. He's gonna run with it, that 48 machine. Gonna take that lap 16. That one's gonna count for him. And can he get the nose in front of Tanner Thues here? Look behind him as that 9 is coming around here as well. Tanner Thues going to close in on the bumper there, the 48. The 48 of Kyle Westwood is now the new leader here at Charlotte. What a run. We are already having, let's look at the in-race reporter here. Miguel Zapata, he's back in Zapata, he's back in 14th. I'll get it right. I said it so wrong for so long. It'll take me a minute. Cody McFadden up here in that 64 machine trying to get something going here as well. As he's got that 75 of Rick Helms behind him. We're familiar with that 75 machine. Pushing hard, pushing strong each and every week here. We got to move now. The 97 dropping down on Josh Wong. Going down to the low side here. Going to see if he can't get something going there. He's going to get out and around Josh Wong in the 97. And Matt Clark now into P3. Now the 37 of King Java going down to the low side here. And going to take over Josh Wong's spot here. King Java now into P4. They have just one car separating these two guys to the playoff 4 here. What a run we are seeing here today. I can't say that enough. Mike gets by Matt. Now, Josh Wong is going to try to get up there with these guys and make something work there. As he's got Cody McFadden closing in on him there as well. See how this pans out for these fellas. '64 going to drop down to the low side now of the number 9. See if he can get out and around him. They're going to go side by side here, getting awfully close to each other. Keeping it clean here at the moment. Doing a great job. The 64 out in front of them on that lap. They are still side by side, though. Can't get that bumper out in front of them just yet. And there it is. The 64 is going to clear that number 9. Put him out in front there. And he's got the 97 now in his sights. Let's take a look back up at the front here. Kyle Westwood. Out there in the front. He's got that number 4 of Thanos behind him. I said, look at the glove here on that Thanos car. He's ready to snap at any time. He's trying to give these guys a fair fight here, but we'll see. Like I said, he's ready to snap those fingers any moment, any time here. Now we see the 28 of Mike Sowers looking at the number 9, seeing if he can make a move. Cody McFadden dropping to the low side here of the 97. See how this one ends up for these guys here. As the 64 going to make it out and around now. Cody McFadden out in front of 97 of Matthew Clark. Look in here at Mr. Thues as he is going against Mr. Jameson here. Trying to hold off Mike in that 37 machine. Again, up in that www.bwsports1.com blimp. Giving you a look from the bird's eye view here. Watching that battle between the 37 and the number 4s. 1, 2, 3, all in the playoffs. And we go back to P6 where Josh Wong sits at last of 4 guys in there. 37 now dropping to the low side of Tanner. Mike gonna take it over and take control of P2 now. We'll see if he can grab a hold of that 48 and make something work. Here's Kyle has a 0.3 second lead over Mike Jameson. King Java himself. Looking throughout the rest of the field. Let's see if we got any action going on. Behind Josh Wong, you see Dave Hunt and Rick Helms awfully close to each other. Let's back it out here a little and watch the number 9 try to reel back in that number 28 of Mike Sowers here. Head back up to the front. Watch that 48 and the 37 as Mike losing a little bit of ground to Kyle out there with the clear air now. Mike and Josh going to battle it out. Josh going to go along there, take away that spot, and Dave Hunt going to follow suit, as well as Rick Helms. That 28 machine getting out of the draft and unfortunately falling back here. A whoopsie. They're going to keep it going. Here's David Saban now. Going to look to the low side of that 28 machine. He needs to drop it down. He just looks to be comfortable up there in that top to mid line. Can't blame him. You got to stay comfortable here. He'll make a run back. Is lap 30 now. Maybe starting to see some of this tire wear come to fruition here. Looking at Kyle Westwood pushing here, trying to take the championship here today. Can he get it done? That is the question. It's not to be or not to be. Well, I guess it is. To be or not to be the champion. That is the question. Can Kyle get it done today? Lap 31 of 167. Go back to Mike Jameson closing in, taking a 10th off that lead of Kyle Westwood now, and going to try to make it run for the front. You don't want to burn up too much of your equipment, though. As we see Cody McFadden get around Tanner now, and he's pushing hard. So Tanner maybe burning up a little of his equipment here early in this run. See how he can hold on to it, if so. These guys almost 2 seconds off of their best lap here so far. So big difference in the lap times here as we're starting to come to the end of this first green flag run. Thank you all so much for joining along here with us. CWTV, as always, it's always fun, always a good time. Can't thank you guys enough for doing what you're doing and following along here with us. Whether it's the morning, the evening, whatever time it may be, wherever you are, thank you. Mike Sowers battling Todd Liston. Falling back there, trying to get a spot back. Lap 35 of 167 here. And this is the final race of the season. It's championship night here today, tonight, this evening, this morning, like I said, whatever time it may be. Doesn't change the fact that it is the final race here tonight. And Kyle Westwood, part of that playoff 4 in the front, making a run right now, doing a great job so far early in this race. But we've seen these pit stops can be a doozy here and can really change the progression of the race, if you will. Whether it be a green flag pit, whether it be one of these not one of the stage pit, the stage in. We'll see how Kyle Westwood adjusts to the entire race. He's done a great job so far through this one. It's 2:30 in the morning. He's out there watching. The guy's got to go. Thank you for tuning in. And wait till you're older. It won't just be at 2:30, it'll be 2:30, 4:30, 6:30. Like an alarm clock. We're watching the 64 machine of Cody McFadden push under that 37 of Mike Jamison. Cody McFadden showing that he has been the best at saving his equipment here late in this run. So really set up for a long run here. Doing a great job at it. We'll see if now that he's around King Java in that 37, can he catch the 48 of Kyle Westwood and make something happen there? These guys are burning up their tires, living on the wires. They're living on the wires. That's right. They won't have much left in these bad boys at the time they bring them in here and get it all done. '64 closing in on that 48 machine. 37 trying to hold on loosely and don't let them go. You don't want to let these guys run away to something. Oh, I thought you were younger, honestly. I'm with you there. Yeah, you know it. It was like 30 hit me, and it was like a switch. What is this? Why am I waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom? I used to be able to drink a gallon of water before going to sleep. And then when you wake up in the morning, you're ready to go. But man, if I did that now, I'd be up 16 times throughout the night. There's no way I could do it. 64 pushing hard here. Closing in still on the number 48. Look back at Tanner Thues making a run back up towards the front, back into that 4th spot here. Meanwhile, Josh Wong having a little trouble here, trying to hold on through this green flag stint here, falling back there to P10. Sorry, P9 there. Mike Sowers battling to put Josh Wong into 10th here. Meanwhile, Kyle sticking to that .333 lead over these guys here. Boo Westwood is what old Stillwell's saying. Mr. Roach, we appreciate it. Kyle putting another check mark in the lap lead column there. Doing a great job out here today in that 48 machine, pushing forward for a championship. And he's trying to get it here today, trying to capture that title here, the coveted title of NSRL champion. As the competition is stiff, and these 4 guys, obviously the toughest for this season. Kyle Westwood, Mike Jamison, Tanner Thues, and Josh Wong. The 4 in the playoffs currently running. First place, Kyle Westwood. 3rd place, Mike Jamison. 4th place, Tanner Thues, and P10, Josh Wong. We will keep our eyes set on the field here, as they should be stopping in here shortly, I would imagine, for some equipment, as they are falling off now. Almost 3 seconds between their best and that last one there. See if they can keep it going, keep it pushing here. Can't ask for much better racing than what we are given here today in this NSRL championship race here. Lap 46 of 167 here. My, oh my, oh my. Like I said, you can't ask for much better racing than what we have been given here today. At the end of lap 83, I believe we will see that stage caution. So these guys should be coming in here. There they go. This 48 machine going to drop in and take a stop as Tanner Thues following suit there. Matt Clark out to the front now in the 97 machine. Behind him, Dave Hunt in the 53, looking like he's already stopped here today. So we'll see how this all works out for him. Should be seeing Miguel make it somewhere towards the front here. Fortunately, Miguel, couple laps down there, looking clean. So not sure what happened. We'll check in with our in-race broadcaster here at that halfway point, or in a yellow here if we're given. See how well these guys can nail this one out. Here's Matt Clark out in the front. Dave Hunt not far behind him, almost a second. These guys starting to space out a little bit now through this green flag stop. Matt Clark staying out yet another lap here. Lap 49 of 167 now. Check in with the former leader here, sent a lap down that 48 car. You got Cody McFadden in front of him once they round it back through, and everybody makes their way around. See how the strategies all play out here. What a move we're seeing here, or what a race we're seeing, I should say. by these top runners. This 97 has been up near the front all day. And Dave Hunt in that 53 starting to pull it back, or pull it back through, or pull it up through the field, not back, up through the field. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining along here with us today. As we're having a blast. It's a good old time here at CWTV. As always, hop on over and join us with the fun there at www.bwsports1.com. As the leader, Matt Clark, going to take in and pit now. A lot of these guys getting their lap back from the current leader now, the 53 of Dave Hunt. Get you a sound here of the roaring of these beautiful cars here. We'll do a little tune it and turn it up here. I'll turn myself down and you crank up what you got. Listen to the roar of these engines here. To the booth here, world-class tap dancer Chris Downing in the comment section there below. He's got some tap dancing to get to here today, but he's going to tune in before. See what these guys got going on. Thank you so much for doing just that, sir. That means a lot. Put me out there. In regards to the tap dancing lessons here, bringing us into the tap dancing session, maybe. Dave Hunt still out in front here. He's got a 9.4 second lead over second place Evan Ethel. Meanwhile, Kyle Westwood and the 37 of King Java out here 4th and 5th. This is the top spots here in the playoffs. We watch this battle unfold here. Is back behind them in 7th and 8th. We find Tanner Thues and Josh Wong there. However, Josh 6.3 seconds behind Tanner there. So we'll see if that closes in a little. As Evan gonna drop into the pits here. So Kyle and Mike gonna move up to 3rd and 4th. Now he's gonna get it out that he does it. You don't have to be ashamed of your tap dancing skills. Like I said, world class right there. I'd be proud, buddy. He's a decently fast racer, and then he's a world-class tap dancer. Chris Downing. Check him out. Look up YouTube if you don't believe me. Dave Hunt, 13 seconds out in front of Kyle Westwood here in 2nd. So we're starting to see these guys who pit a little early kind of switching their strategies up here. So we'll see how this works out for Dave Hunt in the front here, as these guys got about 20 laps before we see the halfway stage end there. Thank you so much, Chris. As the 53, Dave Hunt, the leader, taking some rubbers, taking some fuel, and Kyle Westwood back in the front here. Mike Jamison behind him. Cody McFadden, Tanner Thues, and Josh Wong round out the top 5, and it doesn't matter what league you do, whether it be NASCAR, whether it be the NSRL. You see these guys in the playoffs come the end, that championship day, the end of the race there. These playoff 4 try to really make it their duty to find the front here and really push hard on this final race, stay out of harm's way, and that's exactly what these guys are doing here so far. Kyle Westwood, Mike Jamison. Then you skip one. Cody McFadden running a great race today, but unfortunately not in the playoffs himself. And you go to Tanner Thues and Josh Wong. So all 4 of those guys in the top 5. You see Dave Hunt coming to get his lap back here. Making his way around the 48. Gonna do it cleanly, but he's still out there racing as well. So he's gonna get that lap back. He's gonna push onward, but that 48's gonna try to do what he can to hold on to the draft there, pushing up a little through there. And now Mike Jamison in the inside of the 48. Mike Jamison's gonna take his turn at leading this one here as he puts the bumper in front of Kyle. And now the 37 of King Java is the leader. See if he can keep it here through the end, as every point is gonna count. These guys gonna try to reach the halfway stage end and collect that bonus point for being the leader of the stage, the winner of the stage, I should say. As Kyle gonna challenge down on the low side here. 37 to King Java, holding strong here. These guys getting side by side with it. 48 not backing down. No, I won't back down. No, you'll turn around. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I'll stand my ground. Oh no, I won't back down. And that's what the 48's doing right now. I don't know if I got those lyrics right. I think I did. Close count somewhere. 48 doing a great job staying side by side there with King Java, but it's going to have to back it up and get something else going now as he is following the leader at 37. King Java getting it done. Held on strong there. Wasn't going to be intimidated by that 48 and kept his spot there up on the top of the board. Phenomenal run we are seeing here today by the NSRL. Matt Clark gonna make his way around the number 9 now of Josh Wong. Put a spot in between Tanner and Josh here. Tanner closing in on Cody McFadden for the 3rd spot here. He's got Chuckles in between him and Cody to get it there, so he does have to get around a little bit of traffic. The 48 going to make another run here for the 37, that lead spot. Dropping down low, pushing up high, has to let out of it there. Has to not end both his and the 37's race there. He was pushing up, looked like he was going to get into the side there, but whoa, get on down there. What time's tap dancing start today, Chris? You guys got weird schedules there at the tap dancing studio. 48 looking yet again. He is not going to give up. Dropping down low. Who's the 77 going to help here? Either of these guys could use a little help. And looks like he's going to stick to the low side maybe here with the 48 of Kyle Westwood. Kyle might be able to use a little push here from that 77 machine. He's right on the bumper of Mike Jamison here. Trying everything he can to get around that 37, just yet to do it here. The 48 of Kyle Westwood gets into second and can't push it out in front of the 37-6. Getting awfully close there as they touch front and back. Gonna give it another run here to the inside now. Can he do it? Can he do it? Can he do it? As the 48 to the inside now of the 37. He's going to take back control of the lead here. You see the 77 looking to the inside now of Mike Jamison. And what a run that 48 has to get himself to the back there. Watch as the 77 making a run down to the low side. He's getting something in his eyes, doing a little blinking. Like 75 off of 167 here. You guys are going to make it 3 wide behind Kyle Westwood. Mike Jamison maybe getting a little worried himself here. He's watching these guys with fresher tires that just keep trying to come back and get their lap back here. But he's going to be cautious. Any of this lap traffic can become an issue in the battle with the leader and playoff contenders here. Kyle Westwood, Mike Jamison. Go out to the wide view. Here's that 37. Trying not to let the 48 go too far ahead. At least he does get that stage caution here to help him out. As he's going to follow 77 around here at this point is Kyle up high. Not enough run there. Evan now going to drop to the low side here. Mike and Kyle, they're going to keep it smooth. He's to the low side there of Mr. Jamison now. Mr. Jamison. There's yet another fantastic green flag run we have seen here as we had that first early yellow caution 37 keeping out in front of the 38 here of Evan Ethel. Evan wants to get around, but at the same time doesn't want to cause any issues here for the 37 and the 48 battling it out here for the lead. Sticky situation you're in there. You want to get your lap back, but you don't want to cause any issues. He's looking. Evan's going to go on by now. He's in between the 48 and the 37. Looks like the 48 going to give way to him. Going to let him get his lap back here. He does have some quicker times at the moment with that better rubber, but he better keep his eyes open as the 48 keeps to the high side there. The 37 looking low. He might give it a go. Evan on the low side here, gonna try to keep pushing out in front there. Now that he's got the leaders clear, he can use those tires to his advantage as we are closing in on that stage end here, and Kyle Westwood pushing forward. Doing a great job at the moment, that 48 machine keeping steady. Go back to a battle here between Rick Helms and the 75, the number 28 of Mike Sowers here. Rick Helms now looking to the low side. See if he can't get something around the 28 here of Mike Sowers, make something work. As he's going to file back in behind him at the moment. Kind of like that battle we saw up front between Kyle and Mike that happened for a good long bit here as Mike closing in on Kyle. Yet he's not going to give away the stage just yet. He's saying, no, you wait. You hold up because we ain't done with this just yet. As you will give me some opportunity here. I'm going to close in. And these guys are coming to the end now. Should be at the end of this lap or the next here. We'll keep our eyes open on that stage end to see who will take away that bonus point. Will it be Kyle Westwood? Will it be Mike Jamison? Time will tell here as we are almost halfway through this one here today. Looks like they got one more to push out here. This will be the final lap of this stage here, the first of two stages. The 48 doing a great job at the moment, holding on steady to that lead. He has made himself here today. The 37 closing in here. He gave just enough there to give it one last go here for the stage, but not going to be enough as the 48 is going to take this first stage. That's going to bring out the yellow flag here on this one, and these guys will get their catch their breath, get back underway here, get some rubber, get some fuel, and we will be back to racing here in just a few here. Let's hop down. Let's check out the Butt Kicker and what they offer. The Butt Kicker Gamer 2. Feel what you've been missing and immerse yourself in the game. I'll be right back with you. That's right. It is championship day here. Those four pushing forward here for the last half of this race. We got Kyle Westwood sitting in third. Mike Jamison in fourth. Back in fifth, you got Tanner Thanos. And sitting back in ninth, number 9, Josh Wong there. That's the playoff 4. That's how they're running out in the track right now. Meanwhile, Mike Sowers in the top position of this one. Dave Hunt second, Kyle Westwood third, Mike Jamison 14, Thus in fifth, Cody McFadden, Rick Helms, Todd Liston, Josh Wong, Matt Clark round out that top 10 here. And we should be getting back to the business here. Let's see. Still got a couple to go before firing back under green flag here, but it shouldn't be too long here, and we'll be seeing these guys back at it. I'm ready. I hope you are as well. Anthony Cotta. What's going on? He's cheering for King Jameson. King Java there, Mr. Jameson. We should get the one to go this time by. Yes, we do. Pace car will make his way off, and we'll be back to it here. As it looks like 13 cars on the lead lap. Heading to get some axles. He's going to be running at Brownstown this weekend. Mr. Carter. Paging Dr. Carter. Paging Dr. Carter. See just what these guys can do here when they get it fired back and underway. Coming around turn 4, this pace car will make his way off, and we'll be back to green flag racing. I'm ready. I hope you are as well. Green flag is in the air. These guys are back to it here. Dave Hunt, Mike Sowers gonna get the action back to it here. Pushing too wide through the field here so far. Gotta love some good action here now. Dave Hunt, Kyle Westwood, and Tanner up through this one. Doing a great job in this front section here now is Kyle Westwood gonna make the move to the front of this. Tanner Thus gonna follow suit here as well. As Mr. Jameson moving to 4th. Rick Helms in front of him and the other two in the playoffs. Josh Wong making a move from 6th to 9th. Sorry, 9th to 6th. Went the wrong way with that one as he's got 97 there. And Matthew Clark battling him on the inside. Look back at that number 4, that's Thanos. See if he can get around the 48 here. Looked like that long run was a bit of an Achilles there for that number 4 in this last one. See if he's got that feel for the long run on this stint here. This is the one that means it. This is what matters the most here. Tanner now going to head up to the front. Rick Helms going to follow around that 48 now and push Kyle back to P3. Rick Helms now going to make a move for the front of the pack here. And 75 cleared the number 4 for the lead. You see the 48 of Kyle Westwood going to follow suit here and follow that 75, trying to kick the 4 out up to the top and keep him there. 4 looks like he's going to follow in here behind the 75 of Rick Helms. Now he does. He's looking to the top side. He doesn't want to be stuck behind the 75 for too long here as Tanner wants to be back out in that clean air. I would as well. The 48 of Kyle Westwood going up to the top there. Trying to get something moving there. Dropping down low now. He's looking like Ace Ventura driving that car with a windshield. But he's doing it good. He's getting it done here. The 48 down to the low side of the number 4 of Tanner Thues, Mr. Thanos here. He's got Jameson behind him as well. Jameson going to follow suit there and try to follow onto the low side. These guys 2x2 here through the top 6. Great sight to see here. Ask for much better racing than what we are given here each and every week by this group over here at the NSRL. Man, oh man, this is some good racing we got going on here. Watching Rick Helms as he tries to hold off that number 4 in the surging field. They're all making a run for it now. Look at Tanner Thues now on the low side. Going to drop it down here and see if he can't get something going with the help of teammate and competitor number 48. As teams are probably out of the window today as these two with the 4 and the 48 teammates, but both in that playoff race here. So yeah, I can't imagine team orders being too big of an issue here. Mr. Jameson back to 5th and Josh Wong in 7th. So 1st, 3rd, 5th, and 7th where the 4 playoff contenders sit at the moment. Side by side, Rick Helms and Tanner Thues for the lead. Still battling out here. These guys gonna give us one hell of a final half of racing here on the final day of the season. The 4 in the 75 still side by side here. The entire field was 2x2 there for a moment. Some of those guys single filing back in the rear section now, but in the top 6 all 2x2 in 3 rows here. Getting awfully close to each other, pushing in these cars to the max here. Coming around to lap 100 of 167. It's been fun. It's been real fun today. Usually that's not the case. It's either fun or real. It's not real fun. No, here, that's always the case each and every Wednesday. It's real fun. You guys get it done. Watching that 4 still battle side by side with Rick Helms up on the top side here. Thanos just wants to snap a finger now, make himself to the front, get himself that win. See what he can do. Woo! Gotta love the action here we're seeing with these guys here at the NSRL. Is that number 4 of Tanner Thues, Mr. Thanos himself, out to the front now, and he is pushing. He has got almost 0.3 second lead. The most he's had in a while here over teammate number 48, fellow playoff runner Kyle Westwood. Excuse me. Still pushing out in the front, that 4. Trying to keep in front of the 48, but for how long can he do it? As we go back to that 75 as he is battling back here with the 97. Matt Clark on the bottom side, and Josh Wong in 7th, trying to close up that gap to himself and his fellow competitors there in the playoffs. As You can see Kyle Westwood now making a move to the low side of Tanner Theus for the lead. Kyle Westwood taking the lead back and going to the front here. That 48 back in clean air over the number 4. What a run we are seeing here today. You can't ask for much better than what we are given. And the 4 pushing hard here. Back behind him, Wong making a move here. He's up on that top side. He's got teammates behind him. Maybe they can help him up to the front here. He's got both Todd Liston and Roy Crocker right behind him, ready to push and hold off some drivers there if need be. Dropping down to the low side of the 75 and trying to follow 97 of Matt Clark around Rick Helms here. See if they can't get. Oh no! The 9 there getting it. Can he hold on to it? Can he hold on to it? He does. Woo-hoo-hoo. Bit of nerves there from the number 9. Gets a little sideways, and that might be the end of his run for the title here this season. It's Kyle Westwood, Tanner Theus, Mike Jamison, all in the playoffs, all in the top 3. 108 of 167 here. What a run these guys are putting down. Kyle pushing out a little farther now. Trying to take another line here on these 2 behind him. Tanner Theus and Mike Jamison. I'm going to step back from the mic here for a moment and watch the madness unfold here up front. What a race we have. Theus closing in with the help of the 37 of Mr. Jamison there. Looked like they were going to be able to get something going in the 48 car, but having to back it back out there and keep in that same formation at the moment. Leanne, Tanner wanted me to tell you that you are his sunshine, his only sunshine. You make him happy when skies are gray. He expects a shoulder rub if he wins the title. So don't take his sunshine away. Look at the number 4 here pushing on. Now that I start singing You Are My Sunshine, he gets that fire under his butt. He wants that back rub. He wants that shoulder rub. He wants to celebrate a title here tonight. See if he can get out around the 48 of Kyle Westwood. Keep that 37 of Mr. Jameson behind him. Here is King Java pushing forward. And who else coming to the front here on a long sit? None other than that 64 of Cody McFadden. We saw Cody McFadden really push hard in those long runs there at the end of the first half earlier there. So we'll see if he can continue that push. But right now, the top three, all three title contenders here tonight. You can't ask for much more, like I said, than what we have been given here today with the NSRL. My, oh my, what a blast this is. Watching the 48 now is Miguel getting in between those guys there. Let's turn it to Miguel here, the in-race reporter. He's gonna, whoa, no, 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 woo-hoo, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yellow flag, code brown moment here for the NSRL. Let's take a look back. Oh my goodness. Oh, no, no, no. Let's take a look back and see what Miguel was doing there as he's coming up. He's up there. He's clear. The 48 pushing a hair, and into him he goes. Let's see. Did he catch anybody else there? Go from Tanner's view. I think he might have clipped Tanner a little bit. It kept it clean, but that 4-car may be a bit bruised and beaten now. Let's see. Let's go back here. Take a look back at the track. We're going to see what caused that. Watching the 48, or sorry, the 4 here. As the 41's going to go over and get into the 48 here, get around. What a dodge there by the 4, getting a little airborne. Let's see if that car is okay and settled there. Let's take a look at the 37 and see if King Jameson, King Java, got anything himself. Let's see if the 41's going. He's going, he's going, he's going, and all of a sudden, whoa, no. Woo! Looking like Barry Sanders there for a second. Keeps it clean. Go back out to the front as these guys changing their pants. Kyle making his way around here. See if these guys make any adjustments or if they stay out for this one here. Is they are on a limited number of tires here, so. watching Kyle now make his way into the pits. They will take their last set of tires here and be good to go for the rest of this one. He's out and he's gone. 48 underway there. Got one to go this time by. We are going to be back and at it here. Once they cross the line, we'll be lap 121 of 167. These guys are going to give it their all for the remainder of this race here. These guys ready to take the green flag here as Matt Clark and Todd Liston will lead the field out to it this time by. See if one of these fine drivers can take the title here tonight in the playoffs, take the win, to take the title, I should say, is a turn of events. Josh Wong, the top in that playoff race at the moment. Green flag in the air. Pushing onward here. There's the 97 of Matthew Clark, has the 53 of Dave Hunt right behind him. And Todd Liston up to the top. And Josh Wong pushing forward. He's got Tanner Thues right behind him. To the front here with Josh Wong. Take a look with Todd Liston. Look at that top side. He's Josh Wong's teammate here. He's going to try to get himself in between him and Mike. And maybe hold up some of those guys there. Tanner's right behind the number 9 here of Josh Wong. You see Cody McFadden jumping below Rick Helms there. Making some moves there. Back up 3 cars. Up in front, Dave Hunt still pushing a good amount there. 4 dropping down to the low side here. Thanos and Josh Wong here going to battle it out here from P3. He's going to fall back just a hair. Going to give it another try here. He's going to look to the outside now, that number 4. See if he can't get something done around there. side by side. Probably seeing a little bit of pink through that, I would imagine, as they are awfully close to each other. Awfully close to each other. Look at this battle. It's heating up here between the 4 and the 9. As they go into the turn here side by side. That 4 trying to get some sort of momentum up on that top side to get out and around clearly, and he does it. Now he's going to drop to the low of the 53 of Dave Hunt. He's dipping. He's diving. Pushing to the top there. Hopefully not burning up that rubber. He's burning up his tires on someone else's wires. See if that 4 can keep the charge on. As the 9 of Josh Wong to the top side, gaining a little bit, gonna fall back behind the 4 here. And these guys line it back up. Kyle back in 13th now. After that pit stop, put him back a bit of ways there. Hard fight for Kyle Westwood here today. About 5 seconds back now from teammate in second place, Tanner Foose. Foose on the low side of the 53 here. Him and Wong trying to go around here together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll get together. We'll get together. Wow. There's the 9 and the 4 pushing onward, still trying to get something cooking here as that 9 of Josh Wong just can't really seem to get this one figured out like that number 4 has today. King Jamison in that 37 trying to get around Todd Liston, who is also Josh Wong's teammate there, so not going to be the easiest of tasks here today for them. Tanner Foose still trying to push on as Matt Clark in the front in that 97. He's still doing a great job out there, but that's what you hate about the old Homestead, you know, that last race. If you're not in that playoff chase, unfortunately, you might win it, but a lot of the attention's going to the title winner here tonight, and that's why we got the eyes on Tanner Foose in the number 4s. He's got Josh Wong right behind him, and 2 spots behind them is Mike Jamison. All those guys in for that playoff victory chance, the ability to take that title after today. We'll see if any of them get it done here. Lap 130 of 167. And these guys about a second off of the pace from what they were. Let's go into that battle between Mike Jamison and Todd Liston. Let's go back just a hair real quick and watch this pass between them as Mike says, I'm done battling. I got your teammate ahead of me. I'm getting to the inside. We're going. Todd gets up to the top side, and the 37 sails on by. Let's head back out to live time here. Mike Jamison trying to close in there. You see the gap between him and the number 9 of Josh Wong. Tanner Foose still sticking close to Mr. Josh Wong as he can't reel Matt Clark in just yet. These guys are going to try to get everything going that they possibly can. Try to get something cooking up here. Currently at the moment, Matt Clark doing a great job keeping that bad boy out in the front. Lap 132 of 167. Couldn't ask for much more than what we have been given here today. What a great race we are watching. Number 4 gonna get 1 lap closer to that victory here today. My oh my, what a race we have seen. Let's check in with Kyle Westwood. He's still P13, unfortunately for him. Such a run he was having. Oh, whoopsie! See who continues to get this one rocked out and loaded here. McFadden making a move here around the number 9. Oh, Josh Wong is at 4. Has reeled him in now. He's to the low side, side by side here. The 97. Not going to back down. No, he won't back down. He's going to stand his ground. He's right there. The 4 taking the lead yet again. Mike Jamison in that 37 machine to the low side here. Going to try to follow Mr. Thues along for the ride. He's going to get it done. He's got the bumper out in front of the 97 now. It's number 4 and number 37 gonna battle this one out. I don't know if you remember at the beginning, the two I thought this track really fit the style for. Number 4 and number 37. And here they are battling it out for the top spot on the board here now. They found themselves in P1, P2, Tanner Thues, Mike Jamison, Thanos, and King Java. Battling it out here. Josh Wong back in P5 at the moment. They cross the line 137 of 167. And they are having fun here tonight. '97 falling back behind Cody McFadden at 64, back to P4. Josh Wong still sitting in 5th. We're going to keep our eyes up in the front here with the 4 and the 37, 138 to 167. These guys closing in on the finish. Closing in on the season end. Closing in on the title. That 37 made a little peek towards the bottom. He's going to pull it back up, though, for now. He said, no, that's not my time. Not just yet. 139 now, 167. These guys are pushing this one hard. These guys are having a darn blast out there today. Great run race. We saw that 4 get a little dinged up from that incident there with Mr. Westwood and Mr. Zepeda. And Westwood getting around Miguel there. He's going to take P12, but that's going to be too hard to really overcome. Making a move to the inside here. That 37 going to get around that traffic. These guys are going to keep it going. We got some more traffic out in front of them, but these guys, they know how to race each other. They've done it long time now. 77 just going to let those guys go on by and race their race here. It's almost sad that this season here is coming to a close. Because it has been a great season here with some fantastic races here throughout the season. 37 looking to the top side now on the 4. Can he go? Can he get a run here on the exit of the turn? We will see. 37 going to fall back just a hair there. Couldn't get the exit I thought he was going to get there. It's a cat and mouse game right now. Each and every lap coming down. Getting a little antsier every second. And look, he was up to 3rd now. That long run champ here, Cody McFadden, has a fantastic chance here of running these guys down and making something happen for himself at least. Because like I said, he's really been able to hold on steady to these tires here in these long run stints. He's closing quick on these fellas up in front as they have been tearing it up. They just care about who finishes in front of these two right here. They just want to be the front runner of these four in the playoffs. He's Cody McFadden closing in quick. On to the back end of the 37 of King Java here. See if he's able to get out and make something work, because it's almost like he's going to let these guys just go at it. He's happy with a close third, or maybe going to make his run. Save up a little more now that he's got that draft. Can really keep those tires cool and under him. See what happens, see what his strategy is Tanner Thies and Mike Jamison again. Jamison going to get a little higher entrance of that turn there and really roll that one through the bottom. Trying to catch every inch that he can on that number 4 of Thanos, Tanner Thies. He's peeking the 37, looking. Not going, not just yet. Lap 146 of 167. These guys are putting on a show for the fans out there. Look at them go. Tanner Thies on to yet another lap lead here. It is coming down to tooth and nail here. Oh, Mike Jamison bumped Tanner Thies out of the way here yet again, as we saw him do last week. This one's for a title. This one's for all of the marbles. He didn't do it on purpose. It's not like he just sailed it up there. Just unfortunate timing, unfortunate incident there last week. But hey, Mike's in the playoffs now, and these guys are giving a great run for it. Cody McFadden right on the backside here as well. These three are going close into the corners here, keeping it tight, very tight for a top 3 run here. Over back, and Kyle Westwood still not able to make anything up here as he's 14 seconds behind. 11 there in 12th, so a tough turn for Kyle here in this season. But teammate Tanner Thies in the front at the moment. Mike Jamison gonna go to the inside. Jamison making a move to the inside. Not enough though. Tanner Thies gonna close the door. Woo, baby. What an exciting run. And looks like they're gonna get to 3 wide. No, Cody though gonna go to the top side now. Gonna try to attack there and see if he can't get out and around. P2 at 37. And Mike Jamison put a car in between. These two not able to do it yet. He's going to back it up. Cody McFadden still sitting in P3, but Jamison looking to the top side yet again, seeing if he can get a little help from McFadden. Saying, hey, go with me here. Go with me here. Help me. Help me. Help me, Cody. 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 Yeah, put me in the first place. Jamison in the top side now. He's going to get credit for the lap at least. He's not clear just yet, but these guys going all 3 for the same spot here. It is a party on CWTV here for the lead. And there's Mike Jamison going to put the bumper out in front of the number 4, Tanner Thies. And right now, Mike Jamison in control of this one. Tanner getting a good run on him there. Looked to the inside, but didn't go. And now the 64, Cody McFadden, gonna get to the inside now of the 4, Tanner Thies. He's gonna See if he can't give these guys a run for the lead here. Jameson going to drop down and close the door on Cody, but he's going to gap Tanner in doing so. These guys now going to battle for P2, and Tanner really needs to figure out the best way to get Cody out of the way and let it just be between him and the 37. But Cody doing a great job here, making this title run more interesting here for the number 4 if he's able to do it. My goodness, what more could you ask for here? Lap 154 of 167. Woo-wee! The 4 getting out in front of Cody McFadden in that orange 64 machine, so he will put the 37 of Mike Jameson into his sights. And my goodness, these guys giving it their all here tonight. Said it many a times, but I can't say it enough. What more could you ask for? It has been absolutely phenomenal racing here. Cody on the top side, the number 4 of Tanner in the middle, and the 37 of King Java, Mr. Jameson. In the front still pushing. Doing a great job now. The 64 going to make another run to the low side. And Tanner going to try to get out around him. He is clear. He puts a gap in between the leader and Tanner there for the title. The 64 going to try to push onward for the lead here. See if he can get in front of Mr. Jameson. Mr. Jameson doing a great job here today. Cody McFadden gonna look, see if he can't get out around. He's gonna stay to the top side here, gonna try to get some momentum around that mid to low line there. See if he can't get a run on the 37. We're seeing Tanner Theus fall back now. He might have given all he had. Maybe he's trying to save for one last attempt for an attack here at the front. These guys putting it all on the line for the last 10 laps here of action. Woo-wee! What an exciting race this has been here today. Still trying to close in here. He's got the bumper to him. The 4 of Tanner falling back farther and farther here. He may have given all he's got. The 64 going to make a move now for the lead on the low side here. Going to battle the 37 here, Mr. Jameson. Can't get around here. And that's really going to allow that number 4 of Tanner Theus to close back in here. Make a run as Cody McFadden out to the lead. Mike Jameson in second, Tanner Theus in third. Jameson's not done with him just yet. No. 161 of 167, and Mike Jameson looks like he's going to give another run to him here. He's got it, that draft. He hasn't lost him yet. Trying to keep pulling out there. And just hold on to Cody McFadden to keep Tanner back behind him. using everything he can, every bit of the track. These guys have put on a fantastic show here so far. 5 laps here remain. And we'll see if Mr. McFadden can stay out in the front, and if Mr. Jameson can hold on to P2 here and take the title from Mr. Thues here. I do believe with that position, he would take it, unless Tanner has enough points going into this one, being just right behind him. It'll be a tight one nonetheless. Jameson gonna push here, coming across the line. 4 laps of action remain. Cody McFadden in the front, in the lead. He has had that long run speed here all day long. You look at the end of these runs, and Cody McFadden up near the front at each and every one of them. Really doing a good job at saving those tires and pushing forward here as the rest of these guys were falling off. Cody McFadden was getting faster. 3 laps now remain here in the season. His first season here in 2020. Cody McFadden gapping a little bit. Mike Jameson behind him, putting a little farther gap there in between the two, and Tanner Thues still falling back just a little bit. A little bit, just a little bit. 2 laps will remain here at the line, and it looks like Mr. Jameson's going to try to give one last go here for the win. He's not going to give up and just take second. He wants to take the win here, as every point will count coming down to the end. The 64 of Cody McFadden will come to the line here. The white flag will wave. We are 1 lap from the end of this season. The Butt Kicker Gamer 2 reminding you to immerse yourself in the game and feel what you have been missing. The 64 of Cody McFadden out to the front, pushing onward down the backstretch here. The 37 of Mike Jameson right behind him. He's going to take the win for the 4 of these playoff contenders. We'll see if that's enough for the win of the title, but Cody McFadden's going to cross the line. P1 here today. Mike Jameson in second. Tanner Thues third. Woo, baby. What a run. What a season it was here. These guys got to be happy with what they have been given, what they've earned here, I should say. What a great season by all these guys here. Let's talk to 4th place finisher Kyle Westwood in the points, at least.
Step forward to the front stretch for pictures.
I'm not going to. I told you many times, I'm done taking pictures for you. I don't know what you want me to take pictures for.
Maybe next season, Sean.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if you're making an NSRL calendar or something. Goodness. But, hey, unfortunate run for you as you were out in the front. You probably felt good for about the first, 55% of that race? And then...
Yeah. I was feeling confident on speed. Just a dumb strategy call at the end.
So, okay, that drop back in the pits there late, yeah, that was a kind of a weird move. So was it a damage issue? Were you damaged up there after the incident there with Miguel?
No, I had, I think, maybe 10 seconds worth of damage, so it wasn't bad. But we had that caution from the incident with Miguel, and then after that, we came around the first time, nobody pit, even though pit road was open. Well, a bunch of cars pit, but none of the championship 4 pit. And then as we came around a second time, pit road was still open, and Mike and Tanner ducked down for 4 fresh tires and gas. And then at that point, I felt like I was a sitting duck. I wasn't going to make it on fuel. So the third time around under the caution, I came in. Didn't take any tires, though. I was kind of holding off on the end for one more caution so I could come down. Everybody already used their fresh set, and I was hoping to use my last set.
Gotcha.
But that caution never came.
Makes sense now, because I was going to say, it didn't seem, I was wondering if it was a damage thing, because you just weren't really catching those guys up in front, but now it makes sense. Everybody else had some fresh tires, and you, on the other hand, were that last one, or that first one on the old set there. So, hey.
Yeah, I tried a little strategy, just backfired on me.
Got to do what you got to do, especially in the title chance here. But, hey, a great season you had here. I'd assume you are going to take P4 overall. Am I correct?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, it was definitely a great season. Congrats to Mike, Tanner, Josh, everybody.
So, real quick, do you know, did Mike take the win with the second place finish, or was Tanner able to keep that title with the points going into it?
So the way it was set up for this race, whoever finished the highest among the four of us won the championship.
There you go.
So that one goes to Mike.
All righty. Well, thank you so much, sir. We'll move on. We're going to talk to Josh Wong next here, as he is the P3 winner, or P3 finisher in the series here. Let's talk to Mr. Josh and see what he's got to say about this season. Josh, do you have a copy, sir?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
What a finish here. Not the race you wanted to have, obviously, but, hey, a great season overall in that number 9 car, finishing P3 overall on that season. What do you want to say about the season here finishing up today?
It was a fun race. I kind of messed my own chances up a little bit early on, clipped the wall on about lap maybe 15, so I had some damage that I carried all the way to halfway. Then I finally got it fixed, and I could start to kind of move back through the field again. And then when that kind of late caution came out and we all took our last set of tires, all of a sudden I was in front of the other playoff guys. So I thought all of a sudden, this could turn around. But yeah, Tanner and Mike were too fast for me, and at the end there, I was looking at everyone else's pace, and Mike was smashing it. He was comfortably the quickest guy out there at the end, so he definitely deserves to take the championship.
Absolutely. And we saw you, and nothing against you in these bigger tracks, but it seemed like those short tracks were really your forte here this season. So it was going to be a tough run going into Charlotte here for you at the end. Would you agree with me? Is that correct?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I had to put in a ton of extra practice for this one, because this is one of my worst tracks. But I feel like I found something, and I don't think I could have gone any quicker, so I don't have any regrets, and just good to be kind of in amongst it at the end there.
Absolutely there. So a great run that you had all season long. You were very consistent here, taking away the third place here overall. Who do you want to thank for getting it done, sir?
I'll thank the team, because Carl, Roy, and Todd all helped me in this race at one point or another, just by giving me a bit of space or holding up a guy in front of me so I could catch him up. So I really appreciate that, and we worked great as a team all season. It's a big part of the reason that I even made it to the Final Four. So, yeah, big shout out to them. We're going to stay as the same team again next season, so looking forward to going at it again.
When you said looking, I was just thinking you were about to say, look out there. Just look out, everybody, because they're coming back with a vengeance. They're ready to – you guys brought all 4 into the playoffs here at the beginning. Am I correct?
Yeah, we did. And I think Roy was particularly unlucky not to make the Final Four. So yeah, we were close.
Absolutely there. So we look forward to that United Sim Racing team pushing it forward here next season. Congrats, Josh. Anybody else you want to thank for getting it done here?
I just thank the admins of the league. They put on a great league here. It's well run. We've got some great clean racing, and it brings out the best of everybody. Everyone up the front of the field is really pushing themselves to go quicker and quicker, because you can't rely on a caution because there just really isn't any,
Absolutely there. You got that right. The competition very strong. It's a very clean race here. So congrats to you overall. Third place finish. Again, a great season you had, sir.
Thank you.
We'll move on and talk to Tanner Thues, today's third place finisher and second place season overall. Let's see. There he is. There's Thanos Thanos, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
How's it going here today, sir?
Well, it's going good, but it could be just a little bit better.
It could have been a little better. You guys, all fast today. Is you guys were really giving it momentum, giving it hell, but it just seemed like you didn't have the what's the right way to say this? You didn't have not the ability, but today just weren't able to save tires as well as the rest of those finishers up in front of you.
Yeah, it was. That's always my weak point, is saving that right front, and I knew from practicing during the week that was going to be my struggle. I felt like at the beginning of the race I learned quite a bit when I fell back after the long run kind of set in and I fell back. I felt like I learned a bit, and then I felt like I was getting better on the long runs gradually, but I was like, this is Mike's, this is Jameson's house. I knew this championship was going to run through him here. I feel bad for Kyle because Kyle was on it today, and I just when that caution came out and I ducked the pit road and then I hesitated and came back out and then pitted the second time by, and then Jameson came and Kyle came and we ended up going to the back of the pack. I should have pitted on that first lap because that would have put me in first and I would have had the clean air while they would have had to battle through traffic. And clean air was so big today too. It was easier to turn the car, but it was tough because the car behind could get such a pull on you. It was so hard to make up any time up front. At least for me, Jameson didn't have no issues doing that. He walked away from me, enjoyed the sunset. But it was a great race, man. I got no complaints. I left everything I had out there on that last run. I put everything I had into it and had some really good battles all day with a whole bunch of people. Me and Kyle, Cody, me and Jameson. I was doing everything I could to hold Jameson off in those last laps, blocking and cutting him off. I did every little trick, just to try to keep that car behind me. But he's on another level today. He earned it. It was a great race. I'm happy for him. It was awesome.
When you fell back to third place, when Cody was able to really get up there and get into the mix there, it seemed like, excuse me, that's when your car, the hiccup, a little cough there, mix everything. It seems like that's when your car really kind of fell off there. Did you give everything you had trying to hold Cody off there as well?
Yeah, as I felt like when you're tucked right there behind a car, you can get their draft down the straightaway, so you can really set up a passing opportunity, even if you don't have the greatest of turns. And the line I was wanting to run today, and the line that worked best for me was like a really late arc, so I'd leave that inside open through like the whole majority of the turn, and then cut down and try to get the run down the straightaway. And that's such a hard line to do when there's a car right behind you, because they'll dive it in there, and then you just kind of get stuck up there in the middle line, which was not fast. And then I would just push the wall and kill the right front doing that. And when he got by, I felt like I had one more crack at him. I felt like I could have got one more run, maybe dove under him, maybe even tried to pull a slide job. I felt like there was one chance left, and then the line I'd like to run, leaving the door open like that. Cody was insanely fast, so he got in there, and then I used whatever little bit of right front tire. I used it up in that little battle trying to stay ahead, and then after that it was just, them boys showed you what kind of speed they had, and I didn't have anything for it.
Well, just a fantastic season you put together in that 4 there this year. You had a few weeks there at the beginning that showed your patience, at least here, as you got caught up into some trouble there early in this season, but you overcame. You made it here, and you finished second overall, man. Who do you want to thank for getting it done in that great season overall?
I want to thank Kyle first. First off, he puts together a great league and a bunch of great racers here. The intensity this race felt, I don't know, I can't speak for them, but I know my heart rate was insane for the beginning of this race, mainly through the whole race. Honestly, it was intense, man, and he does a great job putting this on, and we got a bunch of great drivers out here. I want to thank you for broadcasting us every Wednesday. It's cool to be able to go back and watch these races. This one will be a really fun one to go back and watch. Thanks to all my friends that tuned in today. They tuned in to see if I could pull this one off. Thanks my girlfriend for supporting me, and it was a good season. It started off a little rocky, but for a rookie season with these night shift boys, I'll take it. It wasn't too bad.
Absolutely. I even sang the song you told me to for your girlfriend there, so hopefully she gives you. You didn't win though, so you don't get a back rub. But hey,
no back rubs.
hey, close enough though. Hey, congrats
Yeah.
for a fantastic season overall, and we look forward to seeing you here in that second season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely here. We're gonna move and talk to. We're gonna skip Mike Jamison here. We're going to move and talk to the winner here, Cody McFadden, first, and then we're going to talk to the champion, Mike Jamison, afterwards. Cody McFadden getting the win today. Congrats to you in that 64 machine, sir. Do you got a copy?
Yeah.
What a run you had. As I said it every time we came down to the last part of a green flag stint is here comes that 64. He's got that late run speed. Man, how did you go about training to save your tires like Rocky Balboa for the training? He fought the Russian. I can't even remember. Ivan.
Yeah, I knew I couldn't stay with them there for those first 10 or so laps. They got that short run speed down pretty good. So I just tried to back off a little bit and save a little tire and just try to get there at the end of the run.
Well, you were there at every end of any green flag stint. You were very fast and just showed your patience here today and able to or ability to get around people. And you made passes up on the top side. You made passes down low. It didn't seem like you cared where you were passing today. As long as you were getting around them, that's all you cared about.
Exactly. That's all I cared about. I didn't want to mess anybody up with the chase or anything, so I kind of let them play it out a little bit there at the end. But I knew that last run, if I could, that was kind of a cat and mouse thing. I don't know what we were doing with the tires there, but I knew if I just saved tires, I knew they'd probably burn them up trying to beat each other. So just tried to be patient again there at the end and was able to pull it off at the end.
So kind of run through that last stint there when you're catching those guys. What's going through your head knowing that they're fighting for a title and a win, but at the same time, you're a racer and you want to put this in victory lane here today as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm here to win. So I wanted to give them a shot, to race it out. And I felt like Mike was a little better on the longer run. So once he got around Tanner, I felt like it was fair game at that point to start racing. So then that was that. But when I started catching it, I was like, okay, here we go.
Absolutely. You got fast there. We saw a great run. Like I said, you did a great job today, holding steady, keeping patient, and moving through the field here. Who do you want to thank for getting it all done?
Everybody here at Night Shift Racing League, letting me race with them. I don't know how much I'll be back next season. I'm going to try to run as much as we can, but probably going back to school here. So, and you up in the booth for, calling a good race every time, and all these guys out here that race. It's fun league to be in. Lots of green flag racing. That's why I joined.
Cody, I liked you before. I just saw a little hidden thing on your car, and not a fan anymore, sir. It's, that nasty Green Bay Packers logo is hideous there. Go Cowboys. But, hey, it is what it is. Everybody's entitled to their dumb opinions. You just got there's some that are dumber than others,
I love my Pack.
I was like, go Pack, go. Yeah. Congrats to you, sir, on a fantastic run today, even with that little stain on the side there. What a run you had.
Hey, thank you.
Absolutely. Hey, some people just born into this world a little crazier than others, I guess. Let's move it down and talk to the winner of the season here. He's been waiting. He's ready for it. Let's talk to, goodness gracious, King Java. You got a copy?
Sure do.
What a run! My goodness, you started third out of all four of you guys. You keep it third out of all four of you guys for that first half of the race, and then you really start to push it up here and make a hell of a run up. And like everybody said, they were worried about you going into this race, rightfully so. You take that clean air and you started to run away with it there and gave Tanner everything he had. Run us through that race and really that last half there as you push forward to the second place and the top spot overall for the season.
Oh, well, I mean, to be honest with you, I was feeling real down about that race. I spent most of the practice trying to figure out why my stream wouldn't go live. So I was tinkering with things, and I didn't get a whole lot of practice. And that first run, I was like, man, I'm a little bit off the pace. I got to figure out what they're doing. But I learned a lot that first run watching those guys ahead of me, and came back and sealed the deal.
Did you get your stream running?
I did. It took about 10 minutes after I hit live to get it to pop up.
So it's a win-win. You got the stream going, you caught these guys, and you take the darn title overall. But, hey, going through the playoffs, man, it was starting to get a little rocky for you as you were caught up into some incidents that had nothing to do with you, but unfortunately they took you out of the race. Were you starting to get a little worried about mid-playoff run about the end of this one?
Oh, yeah, definitely. If it wasn't for Martinsville last week, who knows if I would even be in the playoffs today. So I think I got a little bit lucky with that one, but it's part of racing. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some on the luck side of it, and it all worked out.
I like that. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you win some. That's what Mike says. When you're the winner, the champion, that's what you get to say here. Mike, what a solid, like I said, I mean, if it wasn't an incident that really didn't have much to do with you, we didn't see too many mistakes from King Java here this season. And what do you attribute that to? I mean, is it long hours on the rig? Is it just a natural racing ability? Do you drive off-road, or not like off-road, but off of the rig here in real life? I mean, where do you find your speed?
I put a few hours in a week. I do a lot of official racing, so I try to prepare myself for everything. I don't really practice a whole lot during the week, by myself on a track, but I always grew up around oval racing. So, I mean, you get the mindset, how to run lines and kind of how to move around the track and find the speed, how to set people up. I've been doing that for 20, 25 years now. So, you pick up a lot, watching stuff on TV and even at the local tracks. So it carried over to the sim pretty well.
Absolutely there. And you're like a sponge then, as you took in a lot, as you showed a lot of different abilities here this year. You taken some on short tracks. You had the longer tracks, these 1.5 miles down. So just really a very consistent and solid season that you were able to construct here. What do we look forward to seeing this 37 whip it around in season 2? I mean, obviously you're gonna give it a run for that title again, but how do you one up yourself? How do you stay out of those incidents, I guess, because that's really how you're gonna improve yourself from what I've seen this season.
Getting better at qualifying, definitely. I don't normally qualify too well because I am better on the long run speeds generally. So I'll work on some qualifying. If you start in the front, you can tend to avoid a lot of the junk going on. So that'll be my goal for next season, and hopefully I can achieve that a little bit.
Absolutely, a fantastic race here today. Just a fantastic run overall throughout the season. Like I said, congrats to you on taking the title here of the 2020 Season A NSRL title champion. You are the champion, my friend. You'll keep on fighting till the end. He's shaking, he's jigging. Give everybody a shout out on that Twitch channel and give everybody thanks to who you want to give a thanks to, sir.
Well, thanks to Kyle. Kyle puts on an awesome league. We got a bunch of really good drivers in here. Thanks to you guys for broadcasting every week. I love going back and watching your antics on stream. And thank Tanner, Roy, Josh, Kyle, everybody. We raced super clean this playoffs. I've learned a lot from Tanner, just watching him this year and kind of doing what he does. Because he was the car to beat this season, for sure. And congratulations to Cody. That last run there, he caught us, ran us down, but I was trying to use Cody a little bit to run a pick on Tanner. I was gonna let him battle it out, and then I was like, Cody, you can go right ahead, do your thing, man.
Absolutely there. Well, congrats to you, sir. As I said, you are the champion. It's yours. You get to live that up for about a month, and then these guys get back at it again, and they all forget who was the champion last year, and they fight for that title again next season. So live it up. You're going on the world tour now is you've got it done. You did a great job here. Congrats to you.
Feels awesome. Thank you, man.
Absolutely. And that is the first season NSRL all completed here for 2020. So you had Mike Jamison, the winner of it all. Tanner Thuse taking second, Josh Wong in third, and Kyle Westwood taking fourth overall here in the season. Congrats to each and every one of you guys out there on the track, and thank you all for tuning in here on CWTV. It has been an absolute blast all season long, and big congrats to that number 37 for putting it into the championship spot. He's wearing that title belt for, like I said, a month, and then everybody's got some targets aimed at him there. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. You guys have a fantastic day.